Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to another video review. This time, everyone, as you can tell, we're doing another one of those things, obviously. Anyway, so before we get into the video, I apologize. This was supposed to be yesterday, this video, but because of some technical difficulties, I was unable to fix them, and yeah. So I apologize to everyone who was looking forward to doing this yesterday, but well, anyway, I'll make it up for today. So yeah, just to cover some of the basics. The film is complete. Part 1 is tomorrow. I repeat, Part 1 is tomorrow. It'll be exciting. As you know, it's a sequel to Thomas and the Astrological Opposite. It's going to be interesting. And yes, Timothy will have a role to go straight. So yeah. What else? Oh yeah. Filming for Sodar's Darkest Hour is underway. I haven't set a date when that will be finished, but yeah. Anyhow. Oh, I'm here. Roger's in the house, buddy. But if we take a look, I think. Oh, man. I had funny today. Heart attack. Okay. I seriously have to get a new chair. Anyway. So yeah. Okay. Back to the film. All 9 parts will be uploaded daily, so there'll be 1 part a day, and then whenever at some point later this year or whatever, I will be uploading the film in its entirety. Which doesn't but it doesn't mean I'm gonna get rid of the 9 parts on my channel. I think it was a great suggestion. I think Roger and Different gave you those suggestions. On a side note, the requested episode about the Demon 180 Diesel, that's still going. I was talking to the person who was the designer behind the creation of Demon 180, and yeah, he was really looking forward to it, shall we say? Hi, Aaron. Seriously, I have to get that chair. Yeah, I will. I mean, I tried to get Bob the Builder to fix the chair, but because he was unavailable, I had to go with it. So, anyway, so yeah, I'm just waiting for Devon to. I'm waiting for Devon to come to the house. I'm watching the live chat on my PS4. Oh, awesome! Awesome. Yeah, that's really neat about consoles like PS4 and PC. You can watch all sorts of movies and live streams, all that stuff. That's great. That's good, Aaron. And I did sub to you. I did subscribe to you. I promise I did. No joke. Anyway. What else? What else? What else? Oh. Yes, the next Transformer review will be well, it's the next. I'll just reveal it. I'll reveal him to you. He is somewhere. He's just, he's a heavy one. All right. All right. Back right into the buzz, into excitement, as we will take a look at the next video review. Hooray! It's the next special guest. It's class from Robots in Disguise. He's a great figure, but I don't know if we'll see him again in the cartoon. Uh, Great, Roger. Thank you. Have you seen Shunter Production Ghost series? Yes, I have. Uh, it's great. I like them. It's nice little take. Uh, I'm not too sure though if he will take on or if he will do a Timothy Ghost Trade kind of thing. If he does it, that's fine. I respect everyone's opinion. I mean, I know some people don't care for Timothy. I do care. I do personally. I like his backstory. I like his origins. Uh, Horror of the Kirkwood Revenge like exceeded expectations for me, as said in my review. Uh, have you seen my friend channel called Mod Madness? Yes, I have. It's very good. So back to Fracture. Um, as I was saying, it's going to be interesting if we are going to see him at his mini-cons in season 3. Apparently, there is a season 3, which is interesting because I thought that the series was supposed to end on a 3-episode film, much like Transformers Prime did. I am also interested. The Transformers 5 intrigueness. Apparently, I'm not gonna spoil much, but apparently, the film has to surround an artifact on Earth, and Prime like just screwed up. I think. I don't know. And a Decepticon from Transformers 3 apparently survived and is back better than ever. I won't say that he's Bumblebee's worst enemy. And no, I don't mean Overload or Soundwave from Transformers 3 or... Anyway. I do care for Timmy, which is what answer. Charles trying to yeah, that's a good point, Roger. Tomorrow's is gonna. Oh yeah. Well, Devon, just stay hydrated. Put on sunscreen, obviously. Now, apparently on the weekend where I am, it's going to be 35 degrees. I'm going to be in my pool all day because of that. So that's one way to beat the sun. Which reminds me, there is a song that's amazing. It from The Wanted. I like that. It's great. It's raining so much in Leland. Oh, okay. Interesting, Aaron. You're lucky. Okay, Roger. So where you are, you're going to get rain. Where I am, and where Devon is, we're going to get sun. So, into the pool. I don't care how I get in the pool, as long as I don't have any electronic devices on attached to me when I dive in. So, anyway. What else? What else? I'm just trying to think. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed my Stanley Cup Final video between Pittsburgh San Jose. That was a great series. I certainly hope we will see some of the familiar faces that are in the finals in the future finals. You know, never know. But I'm sure Leaf fans are mourning the loss of Bill Kessel ever since he's. Anyway. It's about over 60 degrees in the winter, but it's warm in the summer. It's going on the end of the day. I'm going to get burnt. Devon, it's going to be okay. Just stay positive and you'll be okay. I've added another Ghost Train Tales in the Rail series, Engine 17, based on the same character from Jimmy and Jimmy. Engine 17, okay. That's a good one, Roger. But does he have the same abilities as Shed 17? If you know what I'm saying, I won't put out any specifics of Shed 17, but does Engine 17 have something to do with Shed 17, or is it completely different? Okay. Well, it is actually almost 12 where I am. 12 in the afternoon. Yeah. No, he is in no way related to Shed 17. Okay, thank you, Roger. I just wanted to get some clarification because you know. Anyway, uh, hold on. Just gonna do something here. Anyway, Engine 17 is a Ghost E2. Okay, okay. I just wanted to know. Yeah. Now, does Engine 17 have to do with like? Does he share the same end goals as Timothy, or similar, or is he different? Or now, I did check out Caledonian Black Twins 910's Screaming or Whistling Banshee trailer. Um, it's pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to when it comes out. Yeah, he was in my series. He's another 18 at the same time. Timothy from much smaller. Okay, so he's a smaller version of the E2 class. Okay. Uh, I've seen the basic like the large like normal size. Now here's a question. Here's a question. Um, Now since I reviewed Bullstrode, do you think he's gonna come back at some point, like in the CGI series? Because I mean, okay, like Thomas from the TV series. Okay, thanks, Darren. Um, yeah, because back to Bullstrode, he does serve a purpose. Just I mean, and we don't like, and what about like, I mean, Smudger too. I mean, and Thomas One Neighbor 2 Henry 3 did a great special on the origins of Smudger. Because apparently Bertram is Smudger in his series, which is great. I like that connection. It's very unique. I like it. Uh, so, what else? Um, so, yeah, all in all, I think it's going to be a fantastic series. Um, it's possible that we return to the wooden railway line with bread and duck set. Okay, interesting. Um, but yeah, all in all, I think. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Uh, Engine 17 was arrogant. He died by accident. He got ran over by a post train. Oh, okay. So Engine 17, he died in a collision with a post train. Now here's an interesting question. If you remember from the Flying Kipper episode, remember when Henry crashed into that goods train? Who was pulling that train? Not the Flying Kipper. We know Henry pulled the Flying Kipper, but who pulled the train that Henry crashed into? Was it James? Was it Gordon? Was it Edward? Was it Thomas? Or was it? Or was it? Who was it? Or was it Percy? Like, because we never like, there was no way it could have been Doctor Diesel or Falco or Bertram or anyway. Probably a mainland engine. Okay, I would have been interesting to see who it was. Yes, he did. When Tales near the railway, Timothy was before he left for Surrey, he witnessed Henry 17's death and the engine pulling the train when Henry crashed it was James. Okay. Um, that's unfortunate, but now were there any explosives similar to Alfred in the End of Your Origins from Thomas Wayne Edward 2 Henry 3? Were there any like fuel tankers or like or like I'm interested, I'm intrigued to know when this happened. Like, was it during, you know, um now for those of you who don't know, on my DVR page, I will be doing a Halloween special dedicated to both the Titanic and Bismarck. I think Titanic gets a lot of recognition, but Bismarck, though it anyway, I'm not going to explain the details of the Bismarck. All that I know of the Bismarck is it was a very powerful battleship. Check DCG12B challenge and 17 is on it. We'll explain it. But okay, thank you. I certainly will. That was an interesting effect. Anyway, but I mean, we all know. I mean, it is unfortunate about Engine 17, but I mean, the whole Verbata effect. Wow. What else? What else? I know the plot. I know the plot of the Clinchfield movie. Oh, you do? Okay. Well, I have read Kane Vincent one's fanfic on his DeviantArt page. I am not going to spoil it for those who don't know what's going to happen. If check out Kane Vincent one's update video. Um, it's going to be intriguing. It's basically it's a very emotional attachment kind of thing. I know it's spoilers, Devin. I'm not spoiling the whole film. I'm just saying it's going to be emotional. I'm echoing what Kane Fans on the one said. Okay, a Titanic special favorites. P.S. Kane Fans on the one is helping write a special called Haunted Titanic parts are on his DVR page. I recommend. Oh yes, I have seen those. They're very good. I think it's very good. Did you see Mod Madness called Eru? It's so funny. Yeah, it was funny. I loved it. Thanks for that, Aaron. Pointed that out, Aaron. Um, 1 second. Sorry, just I've read the Clinchfield Curse and I can't wait for the film itself. Oh yeah, it's going to be interesting. And it's good. There is going to be some dark moments, like by the looks of the fanfic on DeviantArt. Like, anyway, I'm not going to go into detail. You know your models and they didn't work. Why use pen markers? Oh yeah, for you asked me that, Devin, for trains. Yeah. I'm going to look into that in the not too distant future if I am not satisfied with my, because I use Microsoft Paint for my new characters, like Timothy and. Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to edit that out. Sorry. Anyway, I also still wonder what Timothy has in mind for Thomas. After all, he was seen. Yes, Roger. Yes, according to the fanfic, he is seen at the very end of Clinchfield. I don't know. Like as I said, Timothy must have other powers than just scaring the living crap out of the old controller. He must have telekinesis. He must have like Now his driver and fireman. Do you think they were part of the reason Timothy got angry? I think he did. I think they were. I mean, because Timothy said that Soder hired drivers to disrespect engines. I watched the video on the PS4 and chat on my phone. Okay, cool. Hold on, Optimus. I'm going to take the rubbish out to the bin, or my mom will go ballistic. Okay. All right. Don't worry. I'm going to be here for a little while. But yeah, sorry about that interruption, guys. I am so sorry. That was just anyway. Anyway. Okay. So hold on, I'm just gonna do something here. Yeah. But yeah, all in all, as you can tell by the title of the video, yeah, you can see that the lights have suddenly turned off in my house. No, we have not lost power. It must have been the power of one. But yeah, surprise! I have returned. Yes. I'm just having fun with you, everyone. Don't worry. I'm not gonna, bugger off and do whatever. Anyway. Um, 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 what is your favorite part of my version of the Untold Story Tales from the Railway series? One of my favorites is the ending. I did like the ending, Roger. It was nice. I did review it. If for those of you who don't know, I have reviewed Roger Rubenstein's version of Untold Story Timothy. It's on my channel. I know. Yeah, it's it's interesting and XD. Oh, you're laughing there, and I get it. You must have anyway. Um, so. I'm so funny today. Now, if we take a look at the oh my god, this is oh and oh oh man, I think I'm not gonna get up. All right. I am seriously going to send this to the scrapyard. This chair that I've been sitting in has been possessed and I'm going to get Bob the Builder. I'm going to call him and tell him to come over here and knock some sense into this chair, or I'm going to get a new one. Get a new one. There's a picture. Yes. I'm okay, Roger. Don't worry. I am going to get Bob the Builder to fix this. I'm okay, Aaron. I'm fine. The chair. Okay. All right. I've activated a force field, so that way I won't be forced back on my butt. In the meantime, however, what else? Oh. Now here's an interesting question. Yeah, LOL. Now I have been thinking about this idea for quite a while now. Which Transformer character, or Thomas character, I should say, or both, whatever, which one of those characters should I cosplay? And what I mean by cosplay is, like, be literally just like them, costume-wise. Because I have the Optimus Prime mask from the first live action film. I don't know if I reviewed it. I think I did. If I didn't, I will make a video of that. Yeah. Because I'm pretty intrigued by the cosplay. It's neat. I've seen it at conventions. Well, I mean, okay, I've been to one convention, and that was TFCon back in 2010. And I did get the exclusive, which was the Nightbird Transformer there. Nightbird, if you don't know from the original G1 cartoon, was a drone that was created by a Japanese scientist, and the Decepticons got the drone, or got Nightbird to be a Decepticon. On part 5, Demon 311 scares Lemmy Krampus to handle Peter's. Well, it's interesting. Okay. Now I do know this. Can you show your room? I actually have in the past with my Transformer collection. Like, you've seen, not just the Transformers behind me, or literally right. I'm staring right at 1,000 Transformers. They're mostly Autobots, because my Decepticon collection is downstairs, and my closet is right over there, and it just has some other stuff. Yeah. But yeah, now from the trailer, but another ghost engine appears, but it's in. Okay. Now, according to the trailer of the Clint Curse, apparently 311, whenever it whistles, it gives out this red smoke or steam, which is interesting, and it wheezes that too, or it lets it off. I'm going to be intrigued to see if we see any of the other American-built engines in the series, or in the Clint Curse, like Hank and Murdoch and Rosie and Stanley, and yeah, but they see a narrow gauge engine before 311 even appeared. Although that's your but oh, okay. So you're saying that? Okay. Narrow gauge engine. Oh, is it that the Five Nights at Smudger parody, or is it just another engine that looks like Zero Handle, looks like Proteus, but it's not Proteus? He's just a different person altogether. Okay, that's interesting. Duck. Okay, thanks, Aaron. Yeah. So, in all seriousness, I'm going to get this chair behind me fixed or replaced, whether Bob the Builder comes here or not, because he has not responded to my phone calls. He must be building with the others. Who do you guys think is Proteus, or maybe it's Albert? Oh, yeah. Albert. I remember seeing that from Shutter Productions episode there, because remember, Duke told Peter Sam, or Sir Handel, or was it Peter Sam? Yeah, remember when Duke flashback to Albert, and he was killed during the war by unfortunate circumstance with the gunpowder? Could have been Albert, so yeah. Hopefully that we get to see Albert again at some point. And so, what? Okay. Anyway. Oh, explosive tankers. Okay, because in the actual Shutter Productions episode, yeah, the Ghost episode, he was carrying gunpowder or whatever, gunpowder wagons, and they actually, the Wooden Railway range did have a range of, they had them in their line, Wooden Railway gunpowder wagons, and I think Erdl and Tagalong, I think, had other versions as well. I don't think Ptolemy Trackmaster did. But yeah. Yeah. Isn't it amazing that, Sidney Crosby, Conn Smythe winner? That's crazy, I know. Um, okay. Um, one moment, please. Out of the chair. Fix it here. Just, uh, okay. Okay. Now we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a test. So if we take a look at the see, chair is fixed. Maybe Albert is related to the next Ghost Train film because he can't be Proteus because he is a nice kind of. Yeah. Now here's the interesting thing about Proteus. Like we know Proteus is a ghost engine, but how did he become a ghost? Did he have an unfortunate accident, or was it unfortunate circumstance? Was he scrapped for no reason? Albert was also scrapped due to his arrogance and not stopping for water, resulting in his firebox crown melting. So the manager scrapped it and used his parts for spares. Okay, okay, interesting. Firebox crown. Is that the little ring shape that surrounds the firebox? Just asking. I think it is. I could be right. I am a nerd of Thomas and Friends. Ask me a question. Okay, Aaron. I'll ask you a trivia question. Um, how many? No. How many accidents has Gordon had? Not just Gordon and someone else. Gordon himself. You know, because remember, his first accident, he fell in the ditch, right next to not Tidmouth sheds, Vickerstown sheds. I know a lot of young fans will get confused, but Vickerstown sheds was the sheds that was like next door to Nafford Station. And of course, they had a turntable so tender engines could go. Yeah, accident probably Albert Scott due to his arrogance in an audio series. Oh, okay, okay, interesting. Yeah, I find that was interesting. Or 13 or 8. Oh well. So let's see. Gordon fell in the ditch. He uh, he had no accidents in season 2. He um, what else? What else? What else? What other accidents he had? He crashed into that freight car. Remember in the episode by George when George was blocking Duck's way and Gordon rammed into that freight car and it destroyed the car. Uh, yeah, so there's 2 accidents. He went on the old line there, the branch line, when he was pulling the freight trade, and he went into that. He crashed into the Scarecrow. He crashed into the jam wagons. He he crashed into the pipes that in Rocky's debut episode. Uh, so that's 5 accidents I can recall. He lost his dome, much like in the Railway Series books. That's 6. Yeah. In Enterprise engines, Proteus did work on the Scarlet Railway, but she fell off the old hard bridge. Yeah, I have seen Enterprise and Engine 93's videos. It's great, and it's interesting, and apparently the lamp is a main factor. The fact that there's, I forget the antagonist's name, but he wants that lamp. Um, and Proteus' old lamp wasn't working. He couldn't see the. Okay, interesting. I remember seeing that episode. That's nice. A nice little connection. Yeah, Duncan gets spooked or was Smudger as approaching on Thomas one or 200 series. Well, yeah, because remember, I think it was. Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. Um, um, Thousand Swans, Sage. Yeah. Okay. So, what else? What else? Shit. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Had a big workout. What else? What else can I do? What else can hmm. I'll be right back. And this part I have to edit. Sorry. I've been wondering what Jasper Fitzgerald has been playing for British Railways. Um, I've been intrigued a bit. I mean, I'm curious to see how that goes. Do you think Albert could be Albert's ghost? Could be a future Kane 701 Ghost Train film, maybe Ghost Train 3 or 4. Tried to tail Albert. Could be. Could be. Sorry, I just had to do a personal thing. In Leland, you see trucks, not freight cars. Sorry, trying is not good. Okay, interesting. But the narrow gauge engines as the stars. I mean, come on, tell us the millions take too much credit. Well, I mean, I will say this: we have seen a lot of Thomas, and not anyway. The character Thomas and his friend, like we only like Luke got one episode to himself, aside from the Blue Mountain Mystery. Billy had 2 or 3. Duncan has 5 by himself. Duke, we haven't seen since his origins. Bertram, we don't know what the heck happened to him, and we don't know if Smudger's dead. I'm just saying, like, we need to see, like, what about poor Thumper and Bulgy and Bulgy's friend and Stepney and Bowler and and Boland and anyway. Oh man. Sometimes I can get too funny sometimes. Okay. All right. And well, I mean, we last saw him in Sleeping Beauty. Oko, Spatter, Dog. Well, we did see Daisy in the Legends of the Lost Treasure last year, but it was at the end of the special. I mean, anyway, we haven't seen Boku since season 5. We haven't seen Splatter Dodge since Thomas the Magic Railroad. We have not seen Diesel 10 since season 18, 17 or 18 in the Christmas episode. Ari and Bert we have not seen since season 14. I already rated about Duke. Smudger, the poor Smudger. I know Thomas 1, Edward 2, Henry 3 did the Bertrand Smudger combined episode. But poor Smudger himself, we last saw him in Duck's debut episode, and we don't know if he's still alive. Anyway, Bertram, we haven't seen since his discovery. He could still be working in the mines, or he's probably in the other railway. Scruffy. Now, in the railway series, he was pulled apart, but we never saw him again. In the TV series, he was pulled apart, but was rebuilt. Hope you get to see him again. All of you we haven't seen since season 7. Stepney we haven't seen since season 6. No, season 12. Sorry, season 12. Boulder we haven't seen since Rusty and the Boulder. Thumper we haven't seen since that aforementioned episode. I mean, that was a great character. And the spiteful brakeman. Like, we don't know what happened to him after he was crushed by Douglas on Gordon's Hill. Like, did they bury his remains on the hill, or did they just send him to the scrapyard? I mean, we did see his face on a troublesome truck in season 2, but that was way before he was introduced. I hope they bring back to the CGI series. Yes, they have to. And from my understanding, Jock, the R-Steel engine, if you remember Mike Rexenberg from Legend of the Lost Treasure and the Runaway series books, he's apparently supposed to be in season 20. Interesting. Did you see Mod Madness' new video called Five Nights at Freddy's? Was it Yeah, I saw that. It was very good. It was nice. Intriguing. Yeah, Frank. I forget about him too. The little diesel there. Like him, I think he would work wonders. Now who else? Like we haven't seen Mrs. Kindly. We haven't seen in CGI. We haven't seen now. Here's a question: what about Sir Loham Hacks? If you remember from the Double Trouble episode, not the season 2 episode, the season 13 episode. Do you think we'll see him again, or do you think that's it for him? Oh right, thanks, Devon. I forgot Donald's Clackaroo. Dilly, the duck from Donald's Duck, the episode. There's that character. We haven't seen the horse that Harold had to rescue in that episode. I'll be back in 6 minutes. All right. I will actually end this live stream within the next 15 to 20 minutes because I will be needed for some very important jobs. That includes filling for Sonor's Darkest Hour, which, by the way, no, I'm just going to do it. Tell me. Yes, Old Slow Coach. Old Slow Coach. Thank you, Devon. Old Slow Coach. We haven't seen her since Happily Ever After. Like, I mean, it's great we have seen Toad and Oliver in CGI, but Old Slow Coach, I mean, it'd be nice, and hopefully we get CGI like figures, like actual like model figures. Oh yeah, Fergus, yeah, Fergus. Yeah, I mean, and I did make an episode a couple years ago, or was it last year, called Fergus's Downfall or whatever. Fergus and his Downfall. That was kind of an original episode. There will be a Fergus episode at some point this year. In my take of Soder's Lost Treasure, Alfred has been sent to Soder to help build the new branch line, but this is Thomas's treatment and reports appeals time. Okay, I like that, Roger. I see. Oh yeah, thank you, Deborah. Mighty Mac and Freddy, 2 other narrow gauge engines that need to have the CGI treatment. Yes, we saw Freddy and Mighty Mac in season 12, but they were just the faces and models combined. We need full CGI treatment for these guys. It's like, come on. And all the engines on the other railway go to sort of confront Sir Topperhead and threaten that if he did apologize, they take Thomas back with them. That's interesting because in Thomas 1 Henry 2 Henry 3's Diesel episodes, which the Topperhead is going to punish Henry, and Henry's like, "How are you going to punish me if you don't have the evidence?" And the engines are like, you know, Thomas should have done that to Sir Topham Hatt in The Legends of the Lost Treasure. Otherwise, none of these arguments wouldn't have happened. Because Sir Topham Hatt loves Thomas dearly. But there's no need for Sir Topham Hatt to be all, like, to go bonkers on Thomas. And yes, I mean, I knew Ryan wasn't going to be one of those jealous, arrogant characters. I knew that. But the fact that Sir Topham Hatt just gets so furious because he's just had enough of Thomas's excuses. Oh yeah, Devon. Oh yes, George. George the Sea Roller. There's another character that needs to be CGI'd. Now here's the thing. Jack and Alfie are in CGI. But what about Oliver the Excavator? What about Kelly the Crane? Uh, Nelson, Isabella, Byron. Uh, you know. No wait, I'm sorry. We did see Oliver and Maximonti and the Legend of the Lost Treasure in CGI. We saw those two, but we haven't seen like Kelly and Byron and Isabella. We didn't see them. I'm sorry. That was a huge error on my part. Oopsie daisy. I apologize. So as I'm chugging along, why are the engines always get in trouble when it's the crew's fault? They should be the ones be in trouble with a bad controller. That is a valid point, Deborah. Like was it Timothy the Ghost Train's crew's fault that Timothy like killed himself? No, it was not the crew's fault. All right, like Timothy did this for a reason. Now in Legends of the Lost Treasure, was it Thomas's fault about the dynamite? No, it was the crew's fault, and Sir Thomas should be the crew, not Thomas. All right. Because the fact of the matter is, all right, because I mean, we know, like in Gordon, a better review for Gordon, like, oh yeah, I know that. I've just been comparing and contrasting at the same time, Devon. Because I mean, in a better review for Gordon, when they're heading to the station there, and the narrator, whether it be Michael Angelis or Alec Baldwin, saying, then the driver tried to pull the brakes, but the brakes wouldn't work, And that's interesting, and it connects to a famous accident in Paris in 1819, where there was an engine that crashed through the wall of a station. It homaged that very well. That WAW. Okay, interesting. So yeah, so yes, for those of you who are, it was kind of funny. Sorry, I misspelled. That's okay. Yeah, that accident by Gordon, and I think that's 10 incidents now. I think I counted for Gordon. Oh yeah, and his safety valve, bursting his safety valve, and his whistle. So that's 12 incidents that Gordon's had. And crashing through the wall of the station. Yeah. Sorry, I had to do that. That felt good. All right. So yeah, I think I will, about 15 minutes, I will end the live stream. Excuse me. Can't wait for the film for tomorrow. Oh yes, Devin, it will be up tomorrow, I promise. Once this live stream's up, and once I play around with it and all that stuff, it will be up. That will be following this live stream. Well, not today, but tomorrow. Because COK Yasha. Okay. Curious about that. Oh, also, and after Thomas leaves the run trying after his accident with the express coach Albert, who had just arrived, is discussed with Gordon and confronts him and do what was in NWR origin. Bless you in Turkish. Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, Deborah, I didn't know. Oh, okay. So like a buffer shoving kind of thing. All right. Interesting. Um, but yeah, I am, as I said, looking forward to the Great Race. I've read all the bios of the engines. Yeah, don't worry, it's I know, I understand. Sorry, I've been thinking about a special someone in my life, but that's another story. Um, okay, what am I doing? All right, so to reiterate, as I'm chugging along the line, just sorry, need to get that out of my system. But there are three special guests that want to say hello, real briefly. They bring Terrence back too. Yes, Terrence. I keep forgetting about him. And Trevor. We've seen Trevor in the CGI series, but he hasn't had an episode to himself. And Terrence, we haven't seen him since season 11 or 12. Like, he's an obvious character. And what about Jem Cole? And I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, yeah. This is Jack, obviously from Transfer Prime. Just want to say hello. Oh, Series 7. Yes, right. Sorry. I keep forgetting about that. This is Raph saying hello. From Transfer Prime. I don't know if we'll see them in Season 3 of Robots in Disguise. I hope we do. And then, of course, we have Miko. Miko is just she's an awesome character. Yeah. Or Old Bailey the Fogwind from Haunted Henry. Yeah, there's there's that character too. Um, I was gonna make a Haunted Henry remake, but I don't. I used to have a Wood Railway hand car, but I lost it. It's gone. Anyway, that was from a long time ago, though. Um, so yeah, all in all, well, I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens from here on in. I mean, Thomas and the Fallen Prime, as I said, will be up at some point around around tomorrow probably. But excuse me, my voice changed for some reason. So the first part of Thomas and the Fallen Prime will be up tomorrow. And what's going on? Force field is pulling me back. I gotta stop. I'm being Poland. Okay, I've been pulled back. Thank heavens. The share's fixed. No joke. Okay. Um. So yeah. If as I zoom. As I zoom into the camera, you can clearly see there's a lot of interesting detail going around. Okay. All right. Why did they change the whistles on the Scarlowy engines or Donald McDouglas? Or Donald McDouglas? They suit them perfectly. Damn you, CGI. Oh yeah, I noticed that. I thought that they were going to keep the Donald Douglas's original like model series whistles in the Legends of the Lost Treasure. It's interesting they changed them. I don't know why they did that, and same with the Scarlowy engines. No, I do like Peter Sam's whistle. It's a nice little homage to the model series. Um, I don't know who decided it. I clearly was not Sharon Miller, and clearly was not Andrew Brenner, and it clearly was not Mark Morgan, and it clearly anyway. 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 Huh. Okay. Yeah, season 4 whistle my favorite. Yeah. Now they kept Oliver Duck Duncan and Bill Menzel's whistles. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. I do remember that. It's just I know Demi Devon was just saying that like Donald and Douglas and the other Scarlowy engines, they were just their whistles changed. Imagine the outcry if they changed Tomas's whistle. Wouldn't that be something? uh, anyway. Okay. So I think maybe in about maybe 5-10 minutes I will call the stream, and then I think I will progress with the progression of the progressive of the obvious. On season 4, Duncan's whistle had a different pitch, sounded kind of similar to Peter Sand's first appearance. Yeah, it did. It did for sure. Okay. And I apologize for the 2 interruptions. The first one was unexpected. The second one I had to do because, again, personal thing for me. So, anyway, I am back. Yes, Aaron, don't worry. We've been waiting for you all this time. So, yes, I think I will end the. Wait, hold on. I'm going to do something. So that that's okay. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I had a huge workout again. I had to do a lot of, you know, get up. So you should check out the Keeper runs again towards you, Buffer. So funny, I fell out of a chair. Oh yeah, yeah. The actual episode was hilarious because Gordon was wearing a pair of Buffer Diesel Works. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at that. And there is I promised Everett I will do a video reaction to the parrot you told me about, the sorry parrot. I will do that. I promise. I just I haven't seen the videos yet, but I promise they will be up at some point. I promise. Um, so yeah, as I conclude the live stream, obviously I would like to I'd like to get a huge shout outs again to TFX Productions with his unfortunate situation. But don't worry, he said his Nexus series will be back in mid next month. Uh, uh, sorry, I had to do that. Or Last of Summer Steam, very lovely piece of music. Last of Summer credits for. Okay, I'll take a look at that. I'll see what I think of it. I think it'll be funny. I mean, Rick Mercer's funny. Alec Baldwin's funny. Thomas Caberlet's funny. Who else? Who else? Yeah. Almost, Aaron. Oh, yes. That crossed my mind a bit. Thank you, Roger, for reminding me. The next live stream. Now, here's the thing. I mentioned in the last live stream that I would be super busy all summer long. I don't know when the next live stream is going to be. I honestly don't. But if it's next week, then it will be up. I will post. I'll mention it in a future video. Not in the film, obviously, because I can't do that. But if it's not next week, it will be. It will be because I'm going to be working all summer. I'm going to find a time where I'm off. The first day I'm off work, that's when the next live stream will be. All right. Hey, Optus, what do you think of Daniel? Yes. And if you remember my 1,000 video, I did the whistle, so it was great. He's a great character. He's a little informative story. I like it. It's pretty cool, and yeah, it's very neat. So yeah, yeah. So I will end the live stream now. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Apologies for the interruptions. Like I said, they should be edited out. Bye-bye.